You can see the pressure regulator valve, it is a little bit worn there right on the end. That's actually how much it works usually, or mostly. You can see it only just sort of, I don't know if you can see that in that bore there where my finger is. It probably just works that much most of the time, regulating the pressure there. So there are a few ways you can check this. You can either test it with vacuum. If you don't have a vacuum tester, the way we've done it for years is basically you position that valve where you want it, or where you want to test it, and you fill it up with solvent. You can see the solvent's still sitting there. It is running through a little bit, but that would be expected because it's a little bit worn. Now, solvent's actually a lot thinner than what oil would be, so it's not a bad indicator of if those valves are sealing there. Now, you can't actually test every section of the valve like that, because sometimes the holes open right through, like through there, so we're not able to test that, but we can test it in a lot of those sections. So that valve appears to be worn, you can see, but it is still sealing pretty well, especially if the solvent, which is basically like a cleaning agent, very light, like probably the viscosity of alcohol, pure alcohol, ethanol, and it's still sealing there. So we'll just do that again. I don't know if you can see that. You can see the solvent's just still sitting in there in that little channel. So if I pull it out a little bit, push it out a little bit, it'll run away, but even that tiny little step that is worn is still sealing enough. So in this situation it's not a problem. We don't need to get another valve, or in worst case scenario get a whole new valve body if the bore's worn out. So just a little hint for you, if you don't have a vacuum tester, which you know, can be quite expensive if you don't use them all the time. It's just another way of testing if your valves are sealing properly.